What's good, people? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the new wonky percussion sample pack that just dropped on Element Store. Yeah, so we got a blank Logic project here, and we already have the pack open over here. I'm so stoked to show you guys this pack. Essentially, it's a pack of percussion sounds with either wonky timbres or wonky effects on it. So I took a bunch of real percussion instruments and just ran them through a bunch of strange processing to make a lot of different one-shots and loops for the pack. We have 320 samples in the pack, and there's a bunch of different stuff. There are drum loops, fills and verb hits, effects, head shakers, high stuff, kicks, snares, and toms, one-shots, organic and wonky, and then percussion loops, and then some extras. The main part of the pack is the percussion loops. There's also a bunch of drum loops. So let's just take it from the top, walk through the pack, and let me show you some of these sounds. Drum loops. We have a bunch of different ones. So I actually also had Robu do a few sounds for the pack. Shout out Robu, excellent producer. But yeah, the pack is a mix of like hip-hoppy style drums, trap drums, and house as well. So I tried to do a pack that could apply to all kinds of producers within like electronic and pop music. Yeah, so those are some of the drum loops. And those are also split down into hat loops and shaker loops as well. So if you just want to grab the hats or the shakers of some of them, they are in that folder. Then we have fills and verb hits. These are super cool for like background hits as well. Then we have a bunch of effects. Making this pack was so much fun, just like playing with effects modules. Also, I think it's important that I talk about still like how I made some of these sounds. The main effects plugins that I used for this is Infiltrator, the new wave shifter from Minimal Audio, love that plugin. It is the Ripple Phaser from Minimal Audio. Then for saturation and distortion and weirder effects, I'm using Rift from Minimal Audio, and I'm using Black Box from Plugin Alliance. I've been really digging this one. I talked about it in the previous video as well, but the Deceptor instead of the Disperser, because this has several bands and you can make some weird stuff with this plugin. Yeah, those are some of the plugins that I use for it. Essentially, I also played around with spectral processing a lot in Spec Ops and a bunch of different plugins. Playing with frequency shifting and doing weird format stuff as well to get some wonky accents to some of these sounds. Then we have kick, snares, claps. Bunch of different sounds here. And then one-shots organic. These are just straight from the mic almost, percussion sounds that are recorded. Just a bunch of different percussion sounds that already has a kind of a wonky sound. And then there's the wonky folder with all the wonky percussion sounds. You could do a lot of different stuff with these. You can have them as lead and like bounce stuff, or you can have them be like background stuff for like poppier stuff, or like a dubstep background, I don't know, percussive fill or ride or something. You could even put it like way. I want to have. All right, let me just play around with this idea for a minute here. The thing about this is you could actually keep this as like a bass and then add something melodic on top of this. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of different directions that you can go with this pack. I'm so stoked that it's finally out, and there are so many different styles of music where you could use a pack like this to create something cool and wonky and weird, and like introduce an element of wonkiness, weirdness, odd sounds. I don't know how to explain it, but try this pack out for yourself. As per usual, it's 25 bucks on my store, Element Store, but if you don't want the full pack, you can just purchase some of the different elements from the pack for $8 each. Really hope you guys will enjoy this pack. I really enjoyed making this pack, and I feel like you guys can really cook up something crazy with this pack. So let's just run some of the demos so you guys can hear the pack. Please go check out the pack. Really appreciate the support. See you guys in the next one. Peace.